iHeartRadio Broadway, driven by Mercedes-Benz.
How does it feel to make my Broadway debut? It's such an honor to be a part of John Proctor's The Villain. It's such an exciting show, and I couldn't have dreamed of a better way to start my Broadway journey. Okay, how do I describe John Proctor? Okay, it's young, it's fun, it's about girlhood. There's a little bit of something for everyone in it. Bring your dad, bring your mom, bring your friends. I think you probably won't make it through without crying, but in a really good way, not in a too sad of way. So Sadie is a dear friend of mine and such a talented, awesome actress, and I'm really honored that I got to share this role with her. We talked a lot about a lot of different things, but of course we're different people. But yeah, it's really exciting to share this character with her. My first impression, I loved seeing the show. It was amazing. It's really exciting to have been able to be an audience member in the show before I was a part of it. I think that really changes my perspective and my experience, and I was able to really enjoy the show as a fan before I was an actor in it. So I got to see it from both sides, which makes it even more special, I think. There's a lot of different layers to the show, and that's what makes it so exciting and so relatable. I think that, all the characters are going through the journeys of life, and it's more complicated than just one thing or another. It's really three-dimensional, and these characters are written so beautifully by our wonderful writer, Kimberly Bellflower, and directed by Danya to make, really complex female characters. So I think that it's fun that you can tackle things that approach something from more than one angle, more than one side. There's a lot of different tones and a lot of different things going on, just like life.
So you just came from Off-Broadway Delaria with Chris
Yeah.
Briney. Can you tell me about maybe your favorite memory from doing that production?
I love that show. Ella Stiller and Chris Briney, both my castmates in that, are just the sweetest, kindest, most awesome actors, and it was really nice to be able to build that show with them. We started kind of from day one of rehearsals working on those characters together, so I was really sad to say goodbye and not be a part of that show anymore, but a wonderful actress named Tessa Albertson took over for me, and the show was really great. So I was able to go back and watch it last weekend, and they just closed really sadly, but the show's awesome. It's really funny. I think that the experiences on these two back-to-back, it's completely different. I mean, John Proctor was up and running. They'd kind of figured out their own things, and I was the movable new addition to the cast. The show itself had already been set. So it's definitely a different experience. There's a general understanding of blocking and lighting and the way the general shape of the show goes, and you want to come in and kind of bring your own human to it, but also while allowing everyone to continue the show and not feeling like things are totally upheavaled and changed. And then Delaria we built from the beginning, so everything was us just kind of trial and error, figuring it out as we went. Honestly, both experiences were really exciting and fun, but totally different.
Do you have any backstage rituals before the show?
Yeah, tons. We're all a little bit superstitious. So for me, I have to go up into the mezzanine before the show, and I want to look from the furthest seat in the house. That's my ritual before. It's just kind of a reminder that there are no bad seats in theater, and that you can actually you should be connecting with anyone in every row. So I like doing that, and then we all do a little warm-up on stage, and we have a group huddle right before the show starts, which is really exciting, especially because my character doesn't come in till later in the show, so it kind of gives a chance to connect with everyone, check in on our days before we start every night. Or day, depending on if it's a two-show day or not. You definitely have to find ways to unwind and connect to yourself. I'm really grateful. I have a really good support system and really amazing people around me. And, I try to find different ways to relax. Whether it's just watching a TV show that you really like, or seeing your friend or your partner or your mom. It kind of gives a chance to remember that, it is art and it's theater and it isn't real life, and that your experience is different than your characters. And I think those things are really important.
How much does the audience kind of influence your performance?
The correct answer, the dramaturgical answer, what Danya would want me to say, is not at all. The true answer is a little bit. You kind of can give out what you're getting, and I think it definitely influences how you're feeling, and it's really exciting to go out there and have so much response and reception, and, that definitely keeps your energy boosting through the show, and quieter audiences, bring a different energy to the theater, but it's not that one show is better than the other. They're both great.
So if your character Shelby was dropped into Cruel Summer, how do you think, what would she be doing and how would she be reacting?
Oh my God, she would be like, what is everyone doing? What is happening? I think she would sort things out. Like, I think if Shelby entered Cruel Summerland, like, I think she would get everything situated. They really need to do that. I highly recommend.
And then if you could take a cast member from the Cruel Summer cast and bring them into John Proctor, who would you want to bring?
I feel like Vincent, like we could take some like Elias Barnes anywhere all the time. He is the kindest, best ever. So I think Vincent could join the show and, you know, really bring some soothing energy to the space.
I love that. Do you have a favorite moment to perform night after night in John Proctor?
It changes every night. That's what's so exciting about it. You know, some nights the dance is really fun. Other nights the dance is really tiring. I really like the line about fish with teeth on the outside of their heads. That's a favorite for me. So I think that one I connect to like consistently. I think that makes a lot of sense to me for some reason.
iHeartRadio Broadway, driven by Mercedes-Benz.